Hello and welcome to that Peter Crouch podcast with me, Peter Crouch. Notorious SID and Chris Stark are with me. Is everyone okay?
Really good, lads.
Yeah,
Good weekend?
Yeah.
Good weekend?
Yeah, pleasant. Very, very good, actually. Yeah, decent Sunday sort of session. Sunday was brilliant football-wise, wasn't it?
There's lots going on,
as
wasn't
well.
there? What's that?
F1 as well. We were just reminiscing just before we got started. I think we should just bring this into the podcast as well.
Yeah. Well, we were reminiscing about Blockbuster. And it's just a real shame that's kind of gone out of business now. I get the streaming platforms, Prime, Paramount, whatever, Netflix, whatever you want to. There's loads going on, isn't there?
Yeah.
But there was something special about Blockbuster.
Well, it was. And in a world where we're talking about rights for football, I mean, because it's going to get so confusing if all these different companies have different bits of the football. You're having to pay for a lot of subscriptions and things like that.
There's a hell of a lot going on, isn't there?
It's confusing, if anything. But just imagine a world where, like Netflix and all those ones didn't come into play, and Blockbuster was still holding strong on the high street.
Yeah.
So good.
Well, I just felt it was a good day out. Like you go down there with your Blockbuster card, and quite often, say you were a little bit later in life, you'd be hungover from the Saturday night, and you think Sunday's a film day, and you'd have to go out with a trackie on, some flip-flops and your Blockbuster card, and you go in there and go and pick out your snacks, pick your film, had to be, and then never take it back.
Get the
Ever.
fine.
And take the fine.
Pick up the empty box.
It was an empty box.
Empty box. Take it to the counter. What was your confectionery of choice or go-to sweets?
See, I felt like I always had to get a popcorn, a sweet popcorn.
Yeah.
But then I'd regret that, and I'd get some chocolate as well, and I'd probably regret them as well. I prefer the jellies.
Oh, really? You?
Yeah, it was mainly popcorn for me.
Yeah, I was Bailey's. I was the Bailey's Haagen-Dazs.
And
minstrels.
Puddings were massive.
Didn't they do Ben and Jerry's in there as well?
Yeah, I think it might have done actually.
Yeah.
Do you mean the little tubs with the spoons in as part of it?
Yeah, but they also done the big tubs.
Did they?
But do you remember the independent
polished
video?
off in one sitting?
Do you remember the independent video shops? There were cassette videos. I'm going way back now, because there was one on Pixar Lane where I used to live, and it was an independent video shop. The video guy, and they were always a bit like, they always had beards and were into like angel, like some sort of what's that
I know what
game
you mean,
called? Like Legend of Zelda or something like that. Like they'd always have beards, and they'd have like
Warhammer.
Yeah, they're into like they paint little men fight or something.
I know
Pokemon
exactly
men.
what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Pokemon men.
Yeah.
No,
they're out there. You know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? Figures. You're talking about the sort of figurines.
It means Warhammer. You mean Warhammer?
Well, something like that.
Yeah,
there's a type of person that works in a video shop, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, we used to have that in Watford. I remember distinctly, just outside the shopping centre, you'd go past the Warhammer shop, and there was guys in there. I never really knew what they were up to.
Yeah.
But they were all huddled round.
Yeah.
And there was some sort of...
they're painting little men.
Activity.
They're painting little men that fight each other.
Yeah.
They work in a video shop, the independent ones.
I know exactly what you mean, right? Because I remember when I played for Reading and lived in Reading, I went through a spell of going through horror films, like really scary horror films. I remember going into this independent one, and I remember saying to him, I've watched this. I said, what have you got? And it's like...
Do you want to see the stuff in the back?
No. He literally underneath the desk.
Underneath the desk?
He could, I swear to you, my mum does well. He got it underneath the desk. He went, this is good. And just slid it over.
Really? What? So did Blockbusters do porn?
That's a good point. I don't know.
I don't think they did. No. I think there was you could get an 18 in there.
Yeah.
That was your limit.
Don't think they done Frankie Vaughan, did they?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think they did. But then also, you see, this was just slightly before my time, the idea that you would have a video if you wanted to watch anything like that. If you were so inclined, you'd have to, rent a video to access it, would you?
Well, yeah, I imagine so. But I think that's more of a Soho vibe, really, isn't it? Like more than the local video shop.
Yeah. And then do you remember with Blockbusters, you'd have to then post it back through.
Unbelievable. Post it.
But you were a successful footballer by then, weren't you? Or sort of getting there, so you just...
Well, no, I reckon I've still got a couple of bits and pieces at home. Now, Blockbuster as well, it's been out of business for a long time, has it not?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's evolved.
On the Warhammer, do you understand the sport of Warhammer? Like, I don't understand.
I don't. I'll never understand that. No.
Does anyone here know how to play? No. Jamie, do you?
Steve, definitely. Are you a Warhammer man?
Do you have to? What do you have to do?
He dabbles.
So is it like?
You dabbled.
You know how we did Subutio, and you'd have the football figures and you play a game. Is it a game?
A little bit. You like roll dice like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get. Not Legend of Zelda, Dungeons and Dragons. That's this is the person that works in a video shop.
Yeah,
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And they play this game with the dice.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's one for us to maybe look at one week, try and give it a go. Like if someone could come in and teach us, you might get into it. Dungeons and Dragons or Warhammer or something like that.
But yeah, I mean, let us know if you're into it, email in to another podcast. What have you been up to the weekend? Anything like, did you watch any of the football?
I had a good weekend. I'll tell you what I went to Saturday. I went to watch my lad play at, you don't know this, AFC Totton near Southampton.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
He played for Daggers away down at Totton, and Andy Carroll scored a hat-trick.
Big AC.
Big AC, got
Still
a hat-trick.
going strong.
Going strong. They won 5-0.
How's he looking? Did he play well?
He come off after 60 minutes, job done. Took his second goal, took it lovely. Lobbed the keeper. He was doing all right. It was good, yeah. So I was down that sort of neck of the woods Saturday, and then I went to watch Come Alive, The Greatest Showman on the Sunday, which was brilliant.
Well, I know that because you took my little girl down there with you.
They loved it.
Yeah,
as did I.
Did you?
Very, very good. If anyone gets a chance to go, seriously. No, I'm being serious.
This is the greatest show.
It's so good. It's so good.
Is it?
Yeah. And the bad thing is, I've never seen the film.
Oh, it's a great film.
I know all the songs in it, but I've never seen the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Really, really good.
That's pretty good. It was Alan Devonshire at Maidenhead. It was his last game on Saturday. They've been on a bit of a poor run. So anyway, he's gone, but he's been there a long, long time. Done a couple of different spells. So that was on Saturday. How about your weekend? Anything?
Yeah, lots of stuff, mate. Obviously, I was at the Palace Manchester United game, which was an interesting game. Yeah, good game actually.
The manager came out a bit punchy after that, didn't he?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, it was quite nice to see, but I feel like those post-match interviews you get in a bit of trouble for if you're a manager.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't think you should get in trouble, but
we went for the board a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
Just the lack of spending, wasn't it?
Lack of spending, the amount of games that they've had, scoring the depth of their squad. Yeah, first time he's come out really because his contract's up at the end of the season, I believe. Is it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
I think he might have had
this space.
He'll be open to offers, won't he? I imagine there'll be plenty of people that want his services.
Yeah,
done a great job.
Yeah. Just so before we carry on, quick shout out to Billy Bonds.
Oh
passed away.
Yeah.
We are obviously about football nostalgia, and we love our past. And what a legend! Talk about club legends. Legends is said a lot, isn't it? And he passed away.
I think the tribute on the TV, they were saying that he was unrelenting in standards in training, just wouldn't accept anything less. Set the tone.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. West Ham legend, but also a really nice fella,
Yeah.
I was with Joe Cole when the news broke as well, and he said how amazing he was for his family and stuff like that when he was coming through.
Yeah.
He was actually manager, wasn't he? Harry was assistant before.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, well, thoughts are with him and his family. Okay, scores on the weekend. Sid, we're on fire as a team, if I'm being honest. We're going to class ourselves as a team. Sid's obviously on fire more so than us. Another 3-pointer with the 1-1, Sid.
Yeah.
Chelsea-Arsenal, which was another great game of football. Well played to you. I got the 1 point, Chris, you got none. So that puts us on Chris 28, languishing, myself 29, and Sid, you really are something special this year.
They're saying, the boys were saying though, the standard of the league is much higher this season.
Yeah, it feels that way.
We had a lot of blanks fired last season. It felt like a lot of noughts on the board, wasn't it? Out of a possible, I don't know how many points are available. 3, 6, 9.
Well, it's looking like the points that the third place person will be are likely what would have won it last.
Yeah, it's almost
season.
like when West Ham went down with 40 odd points, 42 or something.
Well, look, I'm not getting ahead of myself. It's a long way to go.
You are, and that's the problem. I think My only question would be, did you definitely say 1-1 in that Chelsea game?
I definitely did say 1-1, but when I was watching the game, because I've got a bit of a superstition where I don't like looking what I predicted. Because I forget. I know we all forget. You forget, and you certainly forget as well. And I've done it before where I've looked at it and it's happening and I'm correct, and all of a sudden someone will score and my points are gone. Yeah. So now I can't look during the game. I have to look after. And during it, I thought I had 2-1. Yeah. Arsenal.
I do that as well.
But I had 1-1.
I like watching you boys on TV doing the football when it's a game that I know that we've got the score. I really enjoy it.
Trying to be impartial.
Yeah.
But I am partial.
That's doing the rounds again, by the way. I've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that a bit as well.
The old Denmark ass flag. It's gone massive again.
Also, I have to say, fair play to Amorim as well, because he was getting a lot of grief for the Everton game, not being able to beat 10 men. And he come out and they did well. Second half, I think Palace are really struggling after Europe, coming back, and then the second half of the game you could probably see they were leggy, but Man United took advantage of that.
It's been a bit of a bogey ground for them as well, wasn't it, Selhurst Park?
Yeah, they've really struggled. United to win it.
So that was a massive game for them. Feels as though it was just turning maybe a little bit there. They still weren't great. First half they weren't great. Second half they was much better. Yeah, but it just feels like it's just maybe starting to turn for United. What do you think?
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. And I thought it was interesting how the manager's just sort of straight down the tunnel at the end as well. I thought feels like he's in a bit of a kind of on to the next one. So
they got a good run of games now as well. Yeah, be interested to see how they get on.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, let's get into the football. This next part of the podcast is supported by Paddy Power. It's a big weekend fixture. This is Leeds United versus Liverpool. The odds on this are 16-5 Leeds, 10 against you, £42 back. Liverpool strong favourites, 3-4. They were in a dark place, Liverpool, real bad place. But seem to have come out of it. West Ham, West Ham are struggling, let's be honest. So you would expect Liverpool to win that one, but this is a difficult away fixture. Notorious game this at Leeds as well.
Go on, first thing.
Mark Viduka is the first thing I think of.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, mine's Tony Yeboah.
Tony Yeboah! Off the bar.
The volley. Off the bar. J-Mo in goal. Viduka, yes.
It was because remember the early kickoff, like 12 o'clock.
Hat-trick.
And he scored 4, I think.
He got 4.
I think he got 4.
Dink was one of them, wasn't
it? That's what I remember was the Dink.
Do you remember this? Vaguely.
Yeah. Vaguely.
Yeah, Leeds, Liverpool, big game.
So what are you saying? I mean, Liverpool get the result. Obviously, the big story is Mo Salah getting dropped.
Isak scoring.
Yeah.
Took it well actually. That goal took it really well.
But do you not? I still feel with Liverpool, it feels like it's blood in the water. Do you know what I mean? I still think if you're Leeds, you still feel you can.
I think certainly at home. With Leeds at home versus Liverpool, there's some atmosphere there. There will be. I think this will be a tough game for Liverpool.
I didn't realise Liverpool was on a bad run as they was. They lost 9 in 12 games.
Unbelievable,
across all competitions.
Yeah,
9 in 12.
It is, and some of the manner of those defeats as well. Like PSV, at home, the Forest game. Mm-hmm.
There's a few there.
There's been a few bad ones in there.
This is massive.
Do you think Isak will be almost? You get them goals, then you can really lean into that sort of reputation and
I've got
standard.
on Slot's kind of comments after the game. It was like let us not take it so literally. I've held him back. He's barely had minutes. He's been a bit of a stop-start. I don't think you can judge him on this start he's had. I also don't think, even when the way he scored his goal, I don't think his confidence has ever wavered. One of those where he's lost confidence. Yeah. Nah, I don't think that's happened.
That's not his makeup, is it?
No.
I think he just needs to get a little bit of a run going, just as you say, minutes, and then especially for a striker.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got his goal. He's off and running.
I think he's off and running. Yeah. I think he'll get goals, and I think Wirtz will be better because of that as well. Mm-hmm. I think he'll find him in little pockets and spaces. All
right, so this is the turning point for Liverpool then from Crouchy.
Having said that, I do think this is going to be a difficult game. Yeah, I
thought a horny draw coming on there.
What's the people out there saying?
Let's have a look. So I like looking. You know the folder where you get all the message requests.
Yeah.
Get a few new names on there as well. So we've got George Maddox, Chester Prattley.
Oh,
That's a great name,
Go on,
isn't
then.
it? Chester Prattley. Might come back to him.
Yeah.
Darren Bowden, Stevie G.
Stevie G's been in touch.
Stevie G.
Go on, he fancies Liverpool. I bet.
Stevie G is going. Liverpool 3-1 win.
Oh, fucking course he would.
Stevie G's 73. Would that tally?
Well, he's not that old.
No.
No.
JT's in here as well.
Is it? Yeah. What's he saying? Leeds all day.
All right, where was that? What was the good name at the start?
Prattley, wasn't it?
Just
Chester Prattley.
Yeah, Chester Prattley. I'll just see if anyone
Chester
else is
Copperpot.
here.
What film's that
Bex.
from? Chester Copperpot.
Bex is in
it.
here as well. Okay, let's get Chester Prattley. Let's have a look. He's gone 2-1 Liverpool win.
I like it.
You've been going missionary quite a lot recently.
It's been coming in.
I think I've had to stop doing it because I was getting a reputation for it. You've snuck in, and in true missionary style, has been ploughing away with it.
Yeah,
he's getting solid results.
Does the
from
job,
it.
doesn't it?
When you get the rhythm, it's just
Yeah,
it flows.
yeah. So I on that, I'm going to go with Chester here and go 2-1 Liverpool.
I hate doing this, but I'm going to go for Leeds 2-1.
Oh, that's massive.
Oh no, you're not.
That's
Are you really?
That's huge from you for so many different reasons.
I don't think they're out of it yet.
Fuck.
I don't obviously don't want this to happen, but I'll be happy in both ways because I want Liverpool to win the game. But I need the points, and I just think it'd be a difficult place to go, and I don't think they're quite out of the woods yet. I think West Ham are a poor side at the moment.
Whoa, you've thrown me there.
that is.
You said 2-1. I should really go for a draw. I just fancy Liverpool. I'm sorry.
You got. Surely they can. They can do it. They looked much better the other day.
I'm going to go for a Liverpool 1-0 win. 1-0 Liverpool.
Okay. All right. You sure on your one? Yeah. I
You can't go against it. Imagine if Leeds do. Imagine if you change and Leeds actually win that 2-1.
I've got to take it. I've got to have broad shoulders. I've got to take it and just think that there's an opportunity here for me to gain on Sid's here, pull away from Chris. Leeds are at home. It's a difficult game, this. I don't care what you say. The odds are firmly against Leeds. And I hope Liverpool do it, but I'm going to stick with my 2-1 prediction.
This is brilliant. I respect that. I really do.
Okay, we've got Paddy's boost here. We pick a leg of the Crouch Pod bet builder. The odds on the bet builder then boosted by 20% and put on the special section of the website and app. Right, okay, I'm going to have to go with Dominic Calvert-Lewin to score first.
Okay. I'm going to go for a player to be carded. I'm going to go for a Leeds player as well. Ethan Ampadu.
Nice.
Okay, player to have 2+ shots on target. It depends if he starts, isn't it? Go Mo Salah. Don't know whether he's
Even
starting.
if he comes on, he might just come and make an impact.
That's true.
That's it.
Odds are correct at the time of recording. Please gamble responsibly. And moving on to Arsenal versus Brentford. Now, these games are tonight, Wednesday night.
Yes.
I mean, they look good, Arsenal, don't they? I mean, Chelsea are always going to give them a tough game. I think they're doing well at the moment. But it was a difficult game against Chelsea, but I think it will be restored against Brentford, I think.
Arsenal are strong at home, aren't they? Brentford are going good. Brentford are going good. Keith Andrews doing a really, really good job. But yeah, you can't see past Arsenal getting this one done at home. I know they've got experience. Brentford, they got some good players. Is it Thiago? Is it?
Yeah, here you go, Thiago.
Yeah. Obviously, Jordan Henderson
brilliantly.
doing well. Yeah, I just think Arsenal will win this.
It's one of those. Brentford have had a good season so far, but bad away form.
Yeah, I think if this is, I was going to say Griffin Park there, but I think if this was at Brentford, the G-Tech Community Stadium, I'd be inclined to think Brentford could get something out of it. Unfortunately, away against Arsenal, I don't think they can.
Yeah. I'm going to go all out. I'm going to go first here, boys. I'm going to go Arsenal back to a clean sheet. I know they're missing Gabriel still. I'm still going to say Arsenal win this 3-0.
I'm happy to go.
Go on then.
I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal. Brentford to score.
That's what I...
Igor Thiago to nick one.
Okay, I'm going to go... I'm going to go Arsenal 2-0.
Moving on to Brighton versus Villa. I suppose the two of the informed teams, aren't they, at the moment?
Yeah, it's a strange one, Brighton, because they've gone a bit under the radar. Like, they haven't played...
Good win on the weekend.
Yeah, massive win on the weekend. And I've watched them a few times, and they haven't really been... I don't want to sound disrespectful, like pulling up trees. Like they could play much better. I mean, they've not really been in the headlines of playing real good football and they're scoring loads. Obviously, Danny Welbeck is scoring goals, but I feel as though there's still a lot more to come. And obviously, Villa, yeah, they're flying high as well.
Bit of a bogey team as well, I think. Aston Villa for Brighton. They haven't won in 7 of the last 8 between meetings.
Brighton at home.
I think I'm DJing the Brighton team Christmas party.
Are you really?
I think I am, yeah.
Oh, special request.
Well, I was going to say, what are they like?
Great lads.
All right, so just the results then, please, lads.
Well, you go first, mate. I think we've been first twice. Once each.
It's the most difficult one. I could quite easily come out with 0 points on this one.
Well, you're 0-0 on your last prediction.
It was an awful idea.
Close.
It was 4-0 half time. Okay, I'm going to stick with Brighton 2-1.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm just looking at the DMs for help here. James Suckling, I'm drawn to here. Says, all right, the lads, BBQC, Copper Bollocks and Cardi P. Cardi P? Is that a new one?
Copper Bollocks.
Yeah, I often wear cardigans. My name's Peter, so it ended up being Cardi P.
A few people going draws, so it's just whether you go horny Desmond or I don't know what 3-3 would be, but
I'm
tree.
horny.
I could see a horny draw. I might go 1-1.
Are you? I often do that. You gone Brighton?
2-1, I said.
2-1. Gonna change it up. Gonna go Villa. 2-1.
Right, little bit of admin for you guys. If you are enjoying this top quality content, if you like the goods, then make sure that you hit subscribe right now, okay? We're trying to gather an army here. First thing you can do to be part of this podcast is hit subscribe. Do it now.
This episode of That Peter Crouch podcast is sponsored by Hire, an official global partner of Liverpool Football Club.
Yes, Liverpool. Pete, you had some great times there, didn't you?
I did, mate. Yeah, we won the FA Cup when I was there. It was, I have to say, it was a special time for me.
Well, today's sponsor shares a similar accolade as this. Hire has been ranked #1 global major appliances brand for 16 consecutive years.
Yeah, I wasn't quite that consecutive, unfortunately.
Didn't quite manage the 16 years.
Unfortunately not.
Hire isn't just an appliance brand, though. It brings innovation, performance and style into different aspects of consumers' lives through technologically advanced products.
Well, if it's stylish, it's a lot like me, Chris.
Same. You can actually connect the appliances via the Hon app that can tell you how best to set the dishwasher, recommend the best wine to pair with the meal that you've just cooked, and even provide recipe inspiration for tonight's dinner.
That is very good. I do need that at times. Chris, these products are going to make me look like Superman around the house. I am useless, but I love the idea of making a lovely meal for Abby. Me in the oven, using the AI camera and let me know when it's cooked perfectly. I never need to panic about it again.
Yeah, you really are embracing AI at the moment, aren't you, Pete? You're getting
yes.
There. You're getting there. And then what's great about this, next time me and Sid's come over, you can make something actually a bit more edible for us.
Okay, I will try. Now then, if you are in the market for some new large or small home appliances, then head over to the Hire website, www.hire.co.uk, and use the discount code HIREPOD for 10% off. Please spell out Hire. You spell it like this, Chris. HAIER. Hire. That is discount code HIREPOD for 10% off. Please spell this correctly, Chris. It's HAIER. Okay, that's the games done. Now for something slightly different. Good friend of mine, Mr. Miles Kane. Right, ladies and gentlemen, Miles Kane.
Hello, mate. Thank you for having me, boys. Thank you.
It's good to have you, mate.
Cheers, mate. I'm honoured to be here.
No, I mean, listen, we I don't know if you know, but I live not far from Miles, and we used to knock about a little bit together in around Belsize Park.
Belsize Park back in the day. That's probably over 10, 15 years ago now, isn't it? So yeah, we've had a long connection.
We have, yeah. You know, I used to go to the gigs and stuff like that. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
No clocking off there, is there?
9 o'clock at night.
Is this what you
We didn't
describe as the
clock
good
off.
old days?
I would say the good old days.
I'd say the same. It was.
Wasn't it?
God damn them days. yeah, it was. We had a lot of fun, wasn't
Yeah.
it? But we've come through it all, and we're still here.
That's it. And so you got a new album out. Talk
Got
us
a new
through-
album that come out about a month ago called Sunlight in the Shadows that I made in Nashville with Dan Auerbach, who's from the Black Keys, I'm a massive Black Keys fan, and it was an incredible experience, really, man. On a whim, we sort of got my manager to email his manager last summer to sort of see if he would be interested in a little meet up and writing, and I went over there and we had a real strong connection, and then after the first day of sort of finishing writing, he's like, man, I want to produce this record, man, and went back in January and recorded it with him over there with these amazing musicians, and I signed to his label as well for this album, and it's been been a bit of a whirlwind, and for ages I was still thinking, because it happened so quick and sort of in a moment, it was the most free-flowing album I've made, and it's my 11th album in total, my 6th solo album, and it's been it kind of, I think it unlocks something in me that I didn't know needed unlocking or something, or don't know, there's certain freedom and sort of enjoyment in making it that was pretty beautiful, really, you know?
Yeah. And what's the vibe? Is it different? Is it Black Keys? Is it still Miles Kane?
Yeah, well, it's kind of, I think it's probably a perfect hybrid of both.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like, weirdly, I've always been into his tunes, Black Keys, his solo stuff and that. And only since we started working together that I realised how similar our music is in a way. You know, we've got our fundamentals of the rock and roll stuff we love. But, you know, in terms of that sort of doing that rock and roll thing, probably in a bit of a way Kasabian do it as well, you know, with like those big riffs and a big sing-along chorus. It's like our version of pop music in a sort of feel good rock and roll way, and we captured it pretty good, I think, on this record, you know, with those big riffs, and it does have that Black Keysy sound, because I didn't take Enemy gear over there, so I was just using all of his stuff, so it's you know, when you're playing his guitar and amp, it's going to sound like them, innit? But it's kind of the same as what I would use anyway, so it was pretty special, mate.
It's all exciting, isn't it? We had Serge on the podcast.
I've seen that. It was a good podcast. It was a good episode.
It's good fun, and he was telling us all about this gig that's happening in Finsbury Park next year.
It's in the diary for you boys, and I'm on that as well.
You're doing it, aren't you?
That'd be great.
Yeah,
That's gonna be some party.
exactly. And I think again of that thing of what we were harping on a bit about, you know, we've known each other for a long time, and I guess that's the sort of similar time probably we all met Serge-ish, give or take as well, wasn't it? So it's kind of the journey that we're on, you know, you doing this and we've got our own stuff going on, and then to sort of reunite for like a big gig in the summer in London feels pretty special, you know?
Yeah, well, obviously we're a football podcast, but obviously, you know, we've met so many great people over the years. But have you got a connection with your music? Have you ever been like on a FIFA game, or have you been, you know, like on Sky
Yeah, and I love it when I see that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like on the highlights.
Yeah, like a
the
highlight.
boxing, the footy, I love
Soccer
that.
AM, you must have been on a load of times.
we did that
that's
loads.
like, obviously, fairness loves your type of music.
Did that loads, and I had Don't Forget You Are, which was an early song that was on the FIFA. So yeah, I love all that stuff, because it is a connection, isn't it? You know, it's like the mentality of the sport and the music. I feel that there's a certain point of, I think why the two sort of align so well is that sort of mindset of sort of keeping your blinkers on, and you do have to dedicate and focus yourself. And I think that's why, you know, like with the boxing, the footy, the music, it's all kind of, it's all a bit Rocky Balboa, isn't it? You know what I mean? To a point.
Yeah.
Like,
But it empowers, isn't it? I think the music over all them, whether it's going to be sort of outtakes or the best bits of the World Cup, or you say like FIFA, music over that when it overlaps
I love a
makes
montage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, it'd be
but do
like-
you get a buzz? Because obviously, when I'm in a montage with a good tune,
exactly.
I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it makes it.
But if it was just a montage with no music, or you're like,
I know.
not got
It's
the same
amazing
effect.
how like you can. Well, it becomes sort of theatrical, innit?
Yeah.
When you add the music to say a sport montage, it's kind of it becomes. It's like a Rocky film. It's the workouts in the Rocky film, and there's something, that sort of cinematic music thing mixed with like the fight. It is. Yeah, I don't know. I find that really endearing, to be honest.
Like, say Sky want to do a montage, or TNT are doing the Champions League final, they want to use one of your tunes. Do they have to call you up and say, we want to use
Not
one of
on
your tunes?
not on the montage stuff.
No,
I think
they could just use
I
it.
think they just use it on sports. But say if you were doing, say, the FIFA game or stuff like that, there's something. I'm looking at Shiv, me manager there. Is there a fee? Yeah. Yeah. So when they use like the sunlight and shadows on this, yeah. We'll have our own montage.
You got obviously. I remember when I asked you to come on, we were talking about the Roberto Baggio tune that you. And I think, we might have a little surprise. We might have a little bit of something later. Talk us through Roberto Baggio and what happened?
That was Baggio was World Cup '94. I'm 39, so I was whatever. My God, my fucking math, whatever, 8. And that was like the first footy thing that drew me in, to be honest. And also on Sunday, because we didn't have Sky, you'd watch. Galazio and all that. So there
Football
was
Italia.
Football Italia, with the little fella with the espresso and the swear and all that.
James Richardson. I remember thinking, I've talked about this before, but I remember I was like, Dad, look, why is this coffee so small?
Bro.
And they had a pink paper. And I was like, it just looked like a different world.
Innit? Like now it's like, God, I've become him. So I don't know, there was just something drawn into that. And I think when you saw those Italian players and the kits, I got kind of obsessed with the look of it. And I think seeing a Baggio sort of character, not knowing that until the older I got about his story and his the spirituality of his journey, if he got like a crazy injury that he was written off, and then he went into a record store to buy a Bruce Springsteen album, and the guy behind the record store was like, "You are one of the greatest footballers." He goes, "No, but I'm never going to play again because I've got this knee injury." This was prior to that World Cup, and he was still quite a name then. And he gave him this book on Buddhism, and they sort of did a mantra every day to sort of be like, you will overcome this, you will get there. I guess it's a bit like a manifestation thing, and it worked for him. So he's a strong believer in that. And it was it's something that I didn't know till later on, but I found it was such a powerful story. And I think, that the mind is such a strong thing of what it can do. When he was completely written off, and cut the story short, I wrote this song on the album prior to this one. It was called Baggio, and it was about me and my mum's watching that and being sort of transfixed with it. And it was maybe sort of slight tongue-in-cheek as well, but it was like, Baggio showed me the way to go when I was feeling lost and low. I used to watch you steal the show. And it was a song that kind of wrote and then forgot about it. And then I was making the one-man band album with my cousin James Skelly, who was in the band The Carroll. He was producing it. And it was the day before the album. We picked the songs we were doing, and I found this demo of Baggio, and I sent it to RJ. Because I played it to some people, but they didn't really understand. They're like, "What are you talking about Baggio for?" Didn't understand. And James like, why aren't we doing this? Because obviously he knows me from our childhood, and he was like, "You were the only kid when we'd meet in the park. We'd all have the Liverpool kit on. You'd have the Italian kit on." Always had an edge, Peter. Always wanted to be different. So I think there was a strong connection, and he understood it. He's like, "We've got to do this tune because this is so you." And it's amazing that I'm glad we did it. and it become probably one of the most popular tunes on the album, and it's one that people really relate to. And then, cut the story short, Baggio heard the song, and he invited me to his house in Vicenza. So I went a couple of years ago for lunch, and it was just him and his wife and his daughter at midday, and it was an incredible experience.
You went to I didn't know you went to Roberto Baggio's home. He was my absolute hero as well, the divine ponytail. You know when he come in off the left? Do you remember that goal in the 1990 World Cup? And I think he come inside and it was just beautiful. It was beautiful to watch.
Like it was
there was a little bit before, because I was 1990 when I first got on with Baggio.
So 94 is coming towards the end a bit, wasn't it, for him, mate? But it was just there, and meeting him, it was just...
What was he like?
The most incredible guy, like just like this, really. You know, he could be sat here with us and you'd love it. And we got there and it was like the big gates, and he was just, you know, we parked the car because I had my mate with me. We made like a little documentary about it. And, you know, he was stood I'm at the top of the driveway, and he was stood there like that, and he had his flip-flops on and his arms out. And I sort of ran to him. Bro, when the sort of, say you're like over there, but you know, it's kind of like, it's quite a bit of a walk, so you don't know, there's a time frame before, not like walking in, hello mate, how are you? Yes. So there was like this like build up, and I kind of, you know, like I went red, but then I was like sort of started to run, then stop, you know, like you sort of, so I ended up like doing this weird skip to him. And he just gave us a hug, and he was like, oh, you know, and we walked in, and he's like, do you want a coffee? And he goes, oh, do you want the rosé? I said, oh, let's get the rosé out.
You didn't want the little coffee?
Yeah. At that point, I was like, I need something to take this edge off. And, you know, and he'd laid out, there was all crisps on the bowl, there was a meat platter, and it was just a beautiful experience. And we talked about that thing, and he kept putting his hand on my heart, going like how much he was touched by the song and the sort of, I think that understanding of that believing in yourself, it come down to a bit of that. And we talked about the sort of spiritualness of life and those things I talked about before with his journey and stuff. And, you know, he gave me this book on Buddhism at the end, and it's sort of, it's not to get on a preachy one, but I think it's just that anything just to give yourself a little minute and a bit of space, just to sort of, whether you need to reset or just to sort of realign. I don't know. It was a powerful experience. You know what I mean? The whole time. And afterwards I called my mum, you know, and like I cried in the car, you know, it's a beautiful emotion, isn't it? And things like that in life, you know, when you're thinking about, you wrote this song about a childhood, you were fixated with this player of this amazing talent and the way he looked. And then sort of, whatever it is, 20 years later, this song that you record and talking about the childhood, and then you're meeting him. It's sort of, it shows testament as well to those things that are real. And, you know, maybe if I hadn't made the album with R. James, who was producing it because he knows me growing up and as a kid, that song may not have even made the album. You know what I mean? So there's so many points to life that connect that I feel become very more clear for me anyway, the older you get. And I think I like being in tune with that. It doesn't always happen, but it's like when it does, you're having a glass of rosé with Baggio, and he's putting his hand on your heart, being like, you're cool. And he gave me like, you know, an Italian shirt he wore in the game. And you know, it's sort of, it's powerful.
We should do this with more footballers, I'm thinking. It clearly works.
You know.
Yeah.
Ronaldo. Messi.
Yeah. Crouchy in it. That's it.
Here we go.
Same song, shades of it.
Yeah. What have you come across any other footballers on your travels? Anyone comes to the shows? Or I know Leighton Baines was a fan.
Leighton was,
I used to come.
Yeah, you and Leighton were, and I seen him a couple of months ago. He was down here with his missus and that. Yeah, because Leighton was, when I first met Leighton, I'm a big fan of WWE. right? And I went to one of the shows with me mate, and Leighton was there, but his excuse was he took his kids.
yeah. I did that.
You know what I mean? He had an excuse. I was just there to me, like, mates were like, you know what I mean?
I did this years and years ago. I think I was about 15 or something like that. And the Spice Girls were on at the Royal Albert Hall. And I said, I got a little sister. I said, just come with me to this.
I did not.
She said, who are they? I said, I took her along. I just left her there and just absolutely buzzing off it.
Yeah. So we met when we were about 21, and I was still living in Liverpool at that time. And I mean, he's a great guy. And he'd come to a load of gigs with us. He'd been to Glastonbury, been on the tour bus. So yeah, he's seen a lot. He's seen a lot back in the day. Like,
yeah. What you are a Red though, right?
Yeah.
You're a Liverpool fan. What was your first kind of what got you into Liverpool?
Probably when I was living. You were probably playing there. I went to Anfield with mate J-Lad. We had a flat on Hope Street in Liverpool.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, I'm just trying to think, like when Torres, round that era, and I'd just go with my mate J-Lad who got me into it, basically. And so it was probably around that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what was it like Liverpool in those days when you're gigging as well, and like when you make a name for yourself? Did you have a good time around the city?
I mean, we had a fucking belter time. Yeah, we had. Yeah, and we were right in town. We and me mate J-Lad. After 6 months, I had to kick him out though because I was like, I needed my own space. But we had a belter time in Up Street. We know what Liverpool's like, mate. I remember actually. Did we go like the News Bar?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did we have nights in there?
I've had many a night in there.
Was it good?
That was
this place.
That was
the News Bar.
It was brilliant.
The famous News.
yeah. Is that still there?
That
Was kind of where all the footy players went.
Yeah.
I think I'd started doing music, so I would swan in there. Probably was it with you?
Probably.
I think so. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, you know, it was probably thought I've made it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying there.
I don't know if you've heard this story, right? I went with Miles, right? We at the Camden Roundhouse. I think I've told you this story before. It was generally the Apple thing they did at the Roundhouse. I went with him, and he said, "I'll come down." He said, "The Arctic Monkeys are playing tonight, so we'll go down." Obviously, I know Alex does the shadow pipes with him, and I'll sit next to him, and he goes, "Right, I've got to go down and do something," and I was like, "Okay." So he's walked down, and I've walked behind him, and we've gone to the side of the stage, and I've gone. He's not bearing in mind he's not told me anything what he's going to do, right? So now I'm by the side of the stage. I was like, "What are we doing now?" And then the fella he walks then on stage, and the fella gives him a guitar, and he goes on, and then he bangs out 505. He didn't even tell me.
Wow.
So I'm like, I've just watched it happen, and it was like it was nothing. It was honestly one of the best moments I've ever seen. The way he's just come on, banged it out, and then he's gone back. Oh, we're going to get a beer now, shall we? I was like, has that just happened?
Fuck me, you make that sound like a film or something.
It was though. The way you walked on, it was like, I wish I'd have filmed it. It was like the walk on and everything. Give me the guitar, no worries. Banged out 505.
Because we were watching them in the crowd for a bit, weren't we? We and the
Most
with
people,
me.
Miles, don't then just put themselves on stage with a guitar.
Yeah. That's what I
And
mean.
in my head, I don't know, just
What were you? Because there was no preparation. There was nothing. You literally just walked from the crowd, played 505, and then
when we're back to you, probably, and we probably went
And then
back
we went for a beer,
yeah.
Yeah, but that's like him coming and grabbing you in the crowd and
True,
bringing you on
going on
stage.
during having a game. And then,
just joining the game.
it's fucking hell. It's quite when you say it out loud, it's quite it's a moment.
Roundhouse is mega as well, isn't it?
Do you know
It's
what I
great
mean?
venue.
It's so
Unreal.
good, but for
Great venue.
that, for you and the Arctic Monkeys, that feels, that's a special night seeing them in.
Oh, it was amazing.
Seeing all of you guys.
For me
in
personally, like
Roundhouse. It's
505
quite a
is one
small
of my.
venue
It's a-
for.
It's one of my best tunes.
It's
I
a
absolutely
cracking
love it.
tune,
It's
that,
such a
isn't it?
tune.
Yeah,
that.
and I
Like, I
think
play that
that's-
a lot in the car. And
I do,
stuff.
yeah. Killer riff on that.
Yeah.
And
It's when it kicks in,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. And it's it sort of really stood the test of time. I think that tune, I think it's one of their biggest.
Do you still speak to Alex and stuff? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man. He's
Yeah.
like, he's one of my best mates. So I've seen him about a month ago. You know, we've been doing a small lap of Victoria Park and then getting a macchiato. So
really? Yeah.
times have changed.
Times have changed.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we're doing. It's more of a plod these days round the park and cutting it short to get a coffee. Basically, mate, is where we're at the minute. You know.
Do you still play football at all?
No, you know, because I used to, when I was younger, I loved it. And then I was playing a bit of like five-a-side down here, but then I was just, it would do me head in there. Little friendly games, nothing, but geezers just coming. I broke a rib, fractured my elbow. And so I had to stop just because of the thing of like, you know what I mean? It's annoying really on that thing, you know, when you're like, you don't get that aggression in a boxing gym, you know, like just like people going in and like, I got to couldn't play my guitar, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's annoying really, because I like where...
You must have been half decent if they cut. You must have had a little target on your back to say, listen, he's their danger man.
I just had a fake Baggio ponytail.
He's wearing a 1990 Italian Baggio shirt. He's going to get 2-footed, isn't he?
Exactly, yeah. I've got a fake tan on and a wig, you know what I mean?
But listen, your clothes and your club has always been a big part of your life, right? Where did that all start?
And that's just always been in me, you know, Peter. Like, you know, I've never had a stylist or anything like that. It's like even before the music, you know, in my mum's and, you know, growing up, you know, I wanted my first thing that I always wanted, that I had the vision of, was the full black Lacoste tracksuit. You know, like, and I think it stems from that. And in school, you know, we'd have like the Rockport shoes. We'd wear that with trackies. You know, it's a very sort of northern. Maybe it's like that terrace culture thing in it. You know, maybe more. This day and age, it'd be more like the Stone Island and stuff like that. But I don't know if you had them Rockport boots. And we'd have our socks over it. So it kind of stems from there. And then you get into like the 60s thing. And obviously, like, you're looking at, and the mod culture, Paul Weller, Oasis as well, you know, Beatles. So I don't know, it just always drew me in with the hair. Then you got Libertine Strokes, you've got the leather jackets, and it's just something that I find I really enjoy it, and it's important to me, you know what I mean? And sometimes you feel, I've had stages wearing a jumpsuit, makeup, you know, I've gone out there, and then you go, okay, let's rewind it a bit. And then my reset button would be like, you know, the mod vibe, the Fred Perry and that, and then, you know, you grow your hair, you shave it. So it's just, I just go off like what I'm feeling at that time. You know what I mean?
It's mad, these eras, as you talk about them, though, because you talk about the Libertines and Strokes, and then you talk about Arctic Monkeys and yourself, and you talk about that experience. It feels like the parallel I sometimes see with football. Like, who do you see as like, who impresses you that's coming through at the moment? Who's the kind of like apprentice? Who's the young footballer in there?
You mean in the
your
bands?
world,
Yeah. When you see there's a new young band, speaking on that mod scene, called the Molotovs. It's a brother and sister. They're super young. They're about, I don't know, 19, 20, if that even. And, you know, they're sort of fans of us. And you sort of, you know, I see... And there's another lad called Tom A. Smith. Then you've got like even Liam's son, they're supporting us. Now that I've become old, like that was, say, me with Liam and Weller and stuff, and I'd look up to them. And now you see these younger kids that are like, that have been inspired by us, thank God. And now I'm not the young guy anymore. I've sort of taken, so it's kind of like, I don't know if passing the baton is too dramatic or too intense or something, but I do feel there is a sense of that thing of like, you know, what I'm saying to those younger bands that I just mentioned, like what Liam or Paul Weller said to me at that age, or, you know, or when you see they've got that sort of nervous energy, sort of bit angsty, you know, I can relate to it because I was like that. You know what I'm saying?
What was that? So, who was your like the heroes growing up, and did they help you? Like you mentioned, Liam Gallagher, Paul Weller. There, did they? They're obviously a big influence on your career, why you did it, but also were they good with you?
Yeah, amazing. Both of them.
Really?
You know, Noel and Liam. Noel sung some BVs on my first solo album as a sort of nod. Liam when I first moved to London, sort of took me under his wing around that time, you know, become, and would probably be saying similar things to what we're saying now, of it being sort of passing the baton or like the generational thing, or it's just like one big circle. And when you're young, you don't really understand that, do you? Until you get older and then you're in that position. And then, you know, Paul Weller would be, you know, in my early 20s, mid 20s, he got asked who would you like to work with in an interview, and he said me. And I just started out, and then next minute we were in the studio and we wrote songs together. And, you know, he's been like kind of, I'll probably say he's been probably the most mentor-y one in a way, just of someone that like, and I so respect it that the older I've got, that, you know, there is something about embracing the youth and the new that I think helps both parties. And I think when you see something in someone that is, whether they're looking up at you or, you know, you can see what they want to do, and if you can help them or encourage them, I think it's such a healthy thing. And I see that now, you know, it's beautiful. And I remember, like, you know, when I was with Weller, and like, there'd be other people like me doing similar music, and I'd be like, oh, they're robbing me off, they're doing this and that. And I remember him saying, no, you stick as you are. And, you know, don't get jealous of if anyone overtakes you or whatever, because you're in this for a long game. And that was when I was about 27. He said that, 26. And that always stuck with me, that advice. You know what I mean? Because and it's like, it's weird. You see it. I can see it in the younger kids now. It's kind of, it's kind of like, so it's the same journey, I guess we're all on to a point, innit?
What was it like in London, moving down and Liam showing you around? What was
again,
London like in those days?
Well, it's surreal, and it's everything you dream of, you know, and it's like...
Didn't you used to pretend to be him or something in the mirror?
Pretending to be him, Carl Barrett, The Strokes. I used to sing in me, like after school, I'd sing in the mirror, you know what I mean, and mime and air guitar and dream of being on stage and stuff like that. Definitely.
And then
like,
suddenly he's taking you
and then next minute he's in your flat and you're kicking him out at 5 a.m. like, get out, and you're like, wow, how's this happened? You know, it's like it's like sort of that. That's sort of like. You realise that we are just all the same, really. But it's like, it's a whirlwind when you come down and all these dreams or these fantasies do become reality. You know what I mean? And it, I guess, it swipes you off your feet, doesn't it? Because there's no preparation for it, but it's just great to go in head first, really. And I think I look back at some of them times and. You know, the nights and the madness and the chaos, but I see it as beautiful, and I think it's great that you learn a lot from that as well, don't you? Because there's no rule book here, and you know, and from our upbringings and our mums and dads and that, it's like this is so otherworldly, you know, and it takes, and I've been lost in it as well. You know, you lose yourself and you get caught up and you start chasing, and you sort of come out of all that, but there's no regrets of it all, because I think it's sort of it's you learn a lot from it all. You know what I mean?
What's the biggest buzz you've had, like gig wise?
Well, that story you told about in the Roundhouse is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm probably thinking of something. The one that's just coming into me head was this one we did in Mexico a few years ago. It was me, the Hives, Monkeys. And it was like this massive stadium that it just felt, and they were all singing "Don't Forget Who You Are," and it went on for ages and ages, and I just was stood there, and it's all live, and those extensions of songs that say the sing-along bits or the catchy bits, you know, certain nights is, it's more than others, and some nights what I've found is sometimes I'll let that come, and it may only happen. It may not happen sometimes as quick as you want it, or sometimes I used to force that, and you know, there's a sense you've got to do that to sort of rile them up. But there's sometimes that taking that step back, that breather, and letting, whether it's a bit tense or they're not quite there yet. Sometimes if you pull back, I feel like it comes quicker.
Really?
Or it comes more. I don't know. There's a certain powerfulness and like an energy of taking that step back, and don't know whether we're on a Mexican standoff, but I quite like that. I don't know. That's where I'm at with it anyway.
Is it different though? So we've obviously played like all around the world.
Yeah.
And when you play around the world, different stadiums is a different it's a different noise. Like, the chants, like when someone scores a goal. Is that similar when you gig around the world?
Yeah,
It's like
it depends on the audience whether it's more laddie or more girls. The high pitched is like or it's like, "Ooh," so there is a different. And our gigs these days, we've got in this last few years like a really younger audience. So there's a big mix of the geezers and like the young lads and girls. So it's kind of like this. It's chaos really, but you do notice it, and depending on the night of the week as well. But yeah, I think in Europe and that there's definitely a bit of a hysteria's too over the top, but yeah, there's a bit of a wildness that feels going on over there.
Okay, I've got a couple of quick fires for you. Red or blue?
Red.
Acoustic or electric? I've got to say
You're gonna say that?
Do you know? So,
the
I
Akiri.
showed the lads your video message,
The
right?
funniest thing. So good.
When I said, would you do the Baggio tune for us? You said, yeah. Shall I just bring the Akiri down?
And then I sent him the voice that I was there with the roll neck on with the Akiri and all that.
Superb,
That
mate.
video. You should put that on the listen.
That was a good
video's
video.
immense.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
That
Calm
video I
down.
sent him.
Calm
Oh yeah, I'm telling myself to calm down because I looked at myself and I was like, I'm sat in my house here. That was all real time, wasn't it? And I was like, I'm like fucking Del boy, sat in me.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to put it on
The thing.
the video,
So
right?
if
You'll
that
get the
video, that'll be better than my acoustic performance in a bit. Let me tell you.
No,
But you have bought the Akui.
Yeah.
I brought you the Akui,
Right.
so the Akui's ready to
Right,
go.
well, I
mate.
can't wait for that. Let's wrap through this. Crouchy or Clancy?
It's a lose-lose, this, isn't it? Abby, I love you, but I'm going to go for your man,
I
Crouchy.
don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Hey, girl.
Okay. Liverpool or London?
Oh, Liverpool.
Yeah. Most embarrassing moment on stage?
What I've ripped a few pants on stage.
Yeah, there's some tight ones I've seen.
Yeah,
over the
mate.
years.
Fuck you know, I couldn't get into them these days. But embarrassing. Don't know. Once someone lobbed a drink and it hit me on the head once, and I had a big golf ball off on my head. So yeah, probably that.
Okay. Most unexpected footballer fan?
Baggio.
Probably Baggio,
to be fair.
Never in my wildest dreams.
Yeah, that
You know
is
what I mean?
amazing.
That'd be off the top of my head.
Yeah. Best city in the world for a night out?
Don't know. I'm just gonna go. Don't know. London probably. It's
Yeah,
pretty
pretty
if
good.
You want to get wild.
Okay. What's the most surreal moment of your career? I think we discussed Baggio. to be fair.
Yeah, I know. Baggio is really the theme of today, but it feels right, doesn't it? Surreal. Yeah, probably that, or having nights with Liam and then being like, "Can we keep it quiet because of the neighbours?" You know what I mean? When you're on one and stuff, they're surreal moments when you're talking in situations.
Were you telling
like
him
this.
to keep it quiet?
Probably, yeah. Like the
Go on
mother
then.
in me coming out, probably paranoid.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, get the Akui. All right. Right, you know what? This is the tune we've been talking about for most of the pod, right? And it's the Baggio tune by Miles Kane, right?
Well, I brought the Akui down for you.
Just the Akui is my favourite word now.
All right, well, I'll do a little bit of it.
Here we go.
Destiny, it's playing hide and seek with me. It's messing with my memories, the ones that always get a hold of me. Baggio, you're showing me the way to go. When I was feeling lost and low, I used to sit and watch you steal the show. Yeah. The deepest dark despairs, romance in our heart will lead
Well, lads, what did we make of the QE?
Wow.
Yeah, it's good, wasn't it?
How good was that?
More musical performances, I think, on the podcast.
It was just another string to our bow, isn't it?
I was actually
Really?
blown away.
I was blown away.
Incredible. He was so good. And also, you must have had some good times with him.
Oh, I did have some good times with him, yeah. Lively, isn't he?
Very, very good. Very,
Great
very
when he
good.
gets the old guitar out at the end of the evening.
Love that.
Play anything. Good.
Don't you think we should just get? I know we've talked about getting a piano in here. Should we just make sure any guest has to perform a song at the end? Doesn't matter how good or shit they are. They've got to offer some sort of musical offering at the end.
Okay.
Would have
Yeah.
been great with
Yeah.
Joe Cole.
Yeah, it would have been actually, yeah.
What would he have done? Do you reckon?
Well, like Only Fools and Horses theme tune?
Madness meets streets.
Yeah. He
I
might
can
not
see
like-
Joe Cole doing the streets. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I'm adamant that we get Scott Parker on at some point and bring in Mike Skinner. Didn't we talk about doing this before?
When he's done that, the interview, and they put it to the backing track.
Yeah.
Fell to that,
But I think we've got to make that happen on the podcast.
Anything's
as well.
possible, man.
Yeah.
Anything's possible. We've got to get into some messages before we go. Pete Stark in Sids, hope you were well. Regards to your families. My dad's mate passed the pod to me in April 2023 on the way to watch Coventry away against Blackburn, where we secured our place in the playoffs. It's taken me 2.5 years of religious listening from the very first episode. But I've finally caught up to your latest podcast. I'm going back to your recent episode about Fanny Fart Lane.
Rumbles on, does it?
Forgot all about Fanny Fart Lane. I work in the automotive industry, and I've worked with a few fannies in my time, as it's quite a common European name apparently. Yeah, I had a ski instructor called Fanny when I went skiing for the first time.
Did you?
She was lovely, Fanny.
Right. Where's this going to go?
No, I'm just that is it really.
Okay.
Trying to work out what jokes come in.
No,
Something about the
no.
slopes.
No, genuinely, her name was Fanny, and she was lovely, and she was a good skier. As it's quite a common European name. The guy who sat next to me in the office was a bit of a wind-up merchant, and he used to ask me questions during calls with Fanny, who was our customer, such as, "What do you think of Fanny's opinion?" Whilst looking at me giggling, and it used to be so difficult not to crack up laughing every time. Anyway, in light of finishing your podcast from the beginning, I thought I'd bring some nostalgia through a Valorama with some old names from the pod. Susie Dent, Statman Dave and Mr. Islam. Who's sitting where? Fucking didn't see this coming today. Thanks for bringing me many laughs over the past few years, and I can't wait to listen weekly. Now I'm up to date. Chumbawamba.
Well, congratulations on
Wow.
catching up. And
Yeah.
Amazing. He must have really loved it to go right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that we've done over the years.
And if you're new to the podcast, you can do that. You know, they're all out there. You can go find them and catch up. I mean, God, there's a lot of podcasts. Okay.
Well,
Quick
I mean-
panorama then.
Susie Dent, Statman Dave and Mr. Islam just didn't see this coming today.
No.
Wasn't on my radar.
Oh, these three.
3 podcast titans there.
So yeah, Susie Dent, if you don't know, I'll just recap them. Mr. Islam was obviously the owner of the Samrat. Statman Dave was obviously on the pod.
Yeah.
You know, he was fantastic for us. And Susie Dent was someone that basically we'd have words like, I remember there was like panache, you know, words you only use in football, like panache and aplomb.
Yeah. Daisy cutter she done
Daisy
once,
cutter
didn't
she
as
did.
well.
Yeah, little things like that. I think it was Shithouse was the main one she did, and she explained that so eloquently in the way she does. And she just, bizarrely, she's been in touch recently about what, Ross? What was it? About the shades of paint.
Right.
And Tancock and where it originates from.
Yes, that's right. So, someone with the last name Tancock got in touch with the podcast about something. We then started talking about his last name Tancock, discussing what colour Tancock would be. But also we did throw it out there and we said, what is the history of that name? Every name's got a history attached to it. And I'm guessing what we're about to play from Susie Dent is a bit of a kind of...
Well, this is hot off the press because we only just received this.
So the story of the name Tancock, well, just to take cock or cocks on its own as a surname, that was usually a reference to a cockerel, because the strutting barnyard fowl became a bit of a basis for describing a sprightly, or what is called in the dictionary, a pert young lad. And that cock or cocks was often attached to other names in a diminutive sense, keeping that sense of a young lad, and particularly for the son of someone. So Hitchcock, meant the son of Hitch, and Hitch was a nickname for Richard. Hancock was the son of Han, which in turn was a pet name for John. So it was John's son is really what Hancock means. And then we get to Tancock, and you'd guess then it's son of Tan, and Tan was a pet form of Andrew. So it's Andrew's son. And this was very much the way that surnames worked, how they operated. They often described a family relationship or a professional relationship, occupation, etc. You'll find Tancocks particularly in Devon. And I don't know what other theories you have heard.
Incredible.
I would be fascinated to hear them. But I'm pretty sure that in this case, Tancock is really son of Andrew. And the location would be probably in Devon.
Wow.
Stuff.
I mean, that is amazing, isn't it? That she comes up with that
I
kind
didn't know she did names. I didn't know she did the whole. I didn't know she branched out into that. She does it exclusively for this podcast.
Exclusively
She does
for
I'll
that.
say it again. Her voice is great.
Yeah.
Oh, don't you start liking a wife?
I do. No,
He's a lovely
serious.
voice. It's
I
lovely
think
voice.
she's got a great voice.
Yeah.
If she's willing to do last names now as well, that opens up a whole thing. Because where's Crouch come from?
Yeah, I know.
You know,
I know.
so at some point that was because it would have come from the act of crouching. I imagine. You know, a man who was commonly or famous for crouching or something.
You know, like I was speaking to Herman Riderson about his surname and all. You know, there's all like that Goodman's son. It's Goodman's son.
Yeah.
You know that? Ryder's son and all that. You know that?
I've just never
So their
thought
father
about it
would be
before.
called.
Yeah.
If he's Herman Riderson, his father would be called Harider.
Oh right,
It's
yeah.
mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As she's saying
That
there
is
with
weird.
Tan.
So Herman would be
Yeah.
Hermanson.
Yeah.
So his
Yeah.
son would be Hermanson.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah?
Yeah.
So what about Sidwell? Sorry, I said it in a sort of Spanish.
Sidwell.
Go Steve McLaren over
You
there.
said that with a bit of panache.
I did.
Aplomb.
It's because you're a pert young boy.
He's a pert young boy.
You are pert.
Do you know what?
That is a great word to describe you.
Do you know what I got from that as well? You know when she was describing like cock, right? And you're doing some. no, listen, come on. You know when she said obviously like it was a bit of a bullish kind of bird and like you know someone should say, "Oh, look at that cock. Oh, he's a cock." You're not saying because of he's like, you know, that area. It's because it comes from obviously that bullish, like he's having himself. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
There's lots of different ways of
Yeah,
describing cock, isn't there? Like cock of the class, like, you know, cock of the school. Cock is a cock, you know, or like, you know, or cock is a pert young boy.
Yeah.
Like Sidwell. Steve Sidwell.
Where are we putting Susie Dent and Statman Dave anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, who's driving this car? Dave, for me, feels like he's just got, he'd have the navigation sorted. Like,
You can't
Susie
be
Dent
putting
would keep
Susie
the
Dent
conversation flowing between them because I don't think it would flow if Mr. Islam was sat next to Statman Dave, whereas Susie could be
She could be the go.
the go-between.
Yeah. I think Statman Dave is almost the antithesis of Mr. Islam.
Yeah.
He's almost the polar opposite.
Very
of
different
humans.
characters. Very different characters.
Mr. Islam and
I get it.
Statman Dave.
I feel like Susie Dent can hold things together there.
She's holding court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without doubt. All right. Well, lovely. Great for you. Thanks for your message. Chris of House Stark, 67 Pete and Stevie Blunder. No idea. Let's just move on. Season's greetings to the family. Have you seen this video clip of a fan holding up a sign asking for the ref's autograph and shirt? It's in German, so just I assume that's what it says. Imagine the fourth was watching it and dreaming that one day you could be them. All the best. That's from Daryl Eaton. Sids, can you describe what we're seeing here?
Well, am I seeing that he's going off to the crowd? He's signed. It looks like he's signing an autograph on a bit of paper. Now he's taking his jersey off. Hold on, he's unclipped the VAR. He's taken his jersey off. He's giving it to the man. The man's giving him the pen back to sign his jersey. This is unreal.
So this is a fourth official or referee or a linesman. I'm not sure which one. He's got a sign, obviously saying like, "Fourth, can I have your shirt?" You know, like you'd do to like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I think the problem is there's now so many signs at the football that you're so unlikely to get a player's shirt. It's almost pointless having the sign because everyone's got one. If you go for the referee, though, there's a strong chance you'll get that shirt right now until everyone starts doing it.
That can't happen in the Prem.
Why?
I think we get it going. I think we get it going.
It can. It can.
And it did.
I think that is the way the game's heading.
I hope so.
Maybe it's one to try out this Christmas. Just on the Christmas thing, have you put your Christmas trees up and all of that?
Yeah,
now?
they've been up for a while, man.
Yeah, have they? Yeah.
Not done it yet.
Who's on the top of your tree? Have you got one yet? Did we talk about trying to get Angel? Did we talk about doing an alternative nativity?
One on the top
at one
there.
point?
Yeah. That was our nativity, wasn't it?
We were
trying to get Jesus from Arsenal. we had Juan Pablo and Gel.
Yeah.
There was loads of them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like Ledley King, Marlon King, and
That was it. Oh, Crouchy,
yeah.
how have we gone for
Three
another
kings.
year of not doing
We've not
this?
done it, have we?
Ledley, Andy,
Andy, and
Josh King.
Josh King.
Oh yeah, film Josh King. Yeah.
Mary Earps.
Oh please, we've got to make it happen. No one's done this yet. How has no one done this?
Andy Cole.
Andy Cole, yeah. Who else was knocking around then? You had a donkey, didn't you?
Dean Windass.
Windass.
Dean Windass. It's all coming together.
Got to do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Football League Nativity.
Okay, hello, Robot OG, One Ball, and the Dolphin.
What's the dolphin about?
Well, he said smooth like a dolphin.
He said
didn't
you're
he?
smooth.
No hair, is he?
Yeah.
Regards to your families, Dan, the Sunderland fan here. You may remember from the skiing 11. We do, Dan.
Oh, yeah.
I've been planning a proposal for my beautiful wife. For my beautiful now fiance Frankie for a while, and listening to the pod inspired me to get her a very special Sunderland shirt to commemorate the occasion, especially as the red and white Wizards are on the European charge. They're our pod team as well. See the attached shirt, and I pay homage to the pod for inspiration. Frankie's from Essex, but is now well and truly an adopted Mackham. I'm confident in saying she will get the seal of approval from Sids as a top signing. Hopefully Steve Sid will like. Hopefully. My name is Corner. And keeping with the theme of modern football, going back to the old school Route 1, I'm happy to say Frankie will be having a corner slung into her box for the rest of her days.
He's gonna. You have previously said on the pod it's hard to score from a corner.
Not see that coming, did you? I just didn't see that one.
You was fully invested.
I'm just reading what was there. I hadn't read it beforehand. God, oh my God. I mean, he's wrote this leathered. Yeah, he's leathered in Mexico, he says, with the future missus. That's from Dan.
Oh, I'm worried. So he's fired off his email.
Yeah.
He's probably forgotten he sent this.
He's probably forgotten, yeah.
She's Mrs. Corner.
Bait.
What is this podcast now? This is
what it is.
Steve Sidwell reacts to your missus. Is this a new section?
New section.
We can't do that.
Sid
can we?
reacts to people's missuses.
You send in a picture of your missus and Steve Sidwell reacts. We can't do that. Show some respect. Mrs. Corner, show some respect.
You can't do
Well, get your wives in and we'll see you next week.